The first time I ever played my own songs live, I was at a cafe, and it was a very respected cafe in San Diego where acoustic music was shared, and I was very nervous. In fact, it's why I originally started wearing hats on stage. I used to wear more of a baseball cap because it would cover my eyes, you know, so I could play my songs and not have to worry about what the audience was going to be doing. It always makes you nervous anytime you stand up to express something original. But I quickly got over that. I really had fun because when the songs were over, I looked up and nobody left. They were all still there. I've spent the last couple of summers just backpacking around, mostly Western Europe. If I came across other musicians, I would certainly play along, learn what I can. That's how I've always developed my skills, is by sitting with another artist, watching their hands, seeing the way they interact with it, even to the point of what foods do they eat, how do they take care of themselves, because to me art is a very full body thing, you know, it's everything that you put in yourself and goes into how you express yourself. So if I weren't meeting actual musicians in various parts of the world, I would definitely acquire music, you know. I love to sit and listen to bands and take local CDs. Then when I get home, I fill my iPod up and, you know, people always ask me, what are you listening to? And I have no idea. You know, I'm listening to so much great music from all over the world, and they're mostly, you know, little local artists and various bits, and I don't understand any of the languages, but to me they're some of the most beautiful melodies and instrumentations I've ever heard. Inspiration comes in so many different forms, it's ridiculous. Like, you can get it out of a book, you can get it out of a poem. Inspiration can come from the weather, it can come from the sound. My favorite sound is a vacuum cleaner. And it has all these different harmonies on it. And you can immediately sing and get sucked into it on a variety of levels. So whenever I hear a vacuum cleaner, it's always the most musical thing to me, you know. Anything that's audible is certainly fuel to make music. You know, I've never measured success based on album sales or ticket sales or the countries I've visited. Success has nothing to do with commercial value. Success is, are you fulfilled? Are you happy doing what you're doing today, right now, you know? And I have felt that for the past 10, 12 years of my life, because for the past 10, 12 years, I've been able to just take my music anywhere I want, you know, whether it's a beach, a cafe, somebody's house, my own late night private concerts that I give myself. And certainly every stage you play on, a cafe or a bar, comes with its own challenges, has its own rewards. It can also be very distracting. The more and more famous your art tends to get, the bigger a distraction it can become, because you suddenly wake up one day and realize that you have to go to work, you know? And it's like, wait a second, I never thought this was work. I think if anyone wants to pursue music, if that's what's driving them, if music is in you, or any kind of art, whatever it is that's fueling you, you should obey it. You should practice and play music anywhere you can, whether you're doing it in your home, inviting people over, or you're doing it on the sidewalk or in a cafe. And it's the joy you will experience in doing it that will ultimately attract interest. Because they'll see how much fun you are having and how passionate you are. They will come to you. You know, you don't have to change anything about you. Really do be yourself, and you just, you know, follow through as passionately as you can. Pretty much anything Radiohead's ever done is something I wish I had created. But there is a song that I always refer to in times of need, and it's a song called All Is Full of Love by Björk. Very simple tune. It's such short lyric, very, very poetic. But she says, you'll be given love, you'll be taken care of, you have to trust it. And just those words right there applied to melody just makes me feel so good. You know, I've covered it a couple of times, and every time I do, I just feel like I own it. I feel like I wish I'd have written it. But that's the great thing about music, is you can sing along to any song and you can own it.
Give me that high ten. You're the best, 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 you're the best. Good job. Get 'em afraid. Give me that high five.